are several tax measures on the ballot this year, including one that would impose the first ever tax on vaping products in Colorado.
But that's not all that Proposition EE would do. Our political specialist, Shaun, gives ads from both sides of the measure a reality check.
When one of the world's largest tobacco companies doesn't oppose a ballot measure that would increase the price of a pack of cigarettes, you gotta wonder what's up. There's an interesting backstory to Proposition EE. But first, let's talk about what it would do.
This poison isn't taxed in Colorado, but cigarettes and tobacco are.
That's true, and Proposition EE changes that and much more. It creates a new tax on nicotine, including liquid nicotine, so vapes. That would start at 30% in 2021 and increase to 62% by 2027. It also raises the tobacco tax from 40% to 62% over the next 7 years and sets a minimum price for a pack of cigarettes of $7 after tax. In addition, the measure establishes a minimum tax of $1.48 for most smokeless tobacco products. That increases to $2.26 by 2027. And all of these taxes would apply to online purchases, too. Finally, and here's where it gets controversial, it lowers the tax on so-called modified risk tobacco products from 50 to 35% for the next 7 years. Those products include a type of smokeless tobacco pouch and what's known as IQOS, a device that heats rather than burns tobacco, making it less harmful than cigarettes. Only 2 companies have received FDA approval to market their products as modified risk, Swedish Match and Philip Morris, which is owned by Altria, a company that spent $17 million fighting a tobacco tax increase in Colorado 4 years ago, but isn't fighting Proposition E at all. Not only because it helps the sale of its modified risk products, but also its cigarettes. The minimum price requirement makes it easier to compete with discount brands. Opponents say Altria helped write the measure to its benefit.
Backroom deals are on the ballot this fall. Prop EE, a $294 million tax hike in a back room. A highly irregular process with big tobacco interests in the room. No wonder they kept it secret.
That's spin. Lawmakers often meet with stakeholders impacted by their bills. In this case, Altria had a key role in crafting the bill that referred Proposition EE to the ballot. And the bill flew under the radar for the most part, introduced, passed, and signed into law in just 4 weeks. If the ballot measure passes, supporters say the money will help expand preschool to more kids. But opponents say that's not assured.
A tax on this funds free preschool for them, starting at age 4, guaranteed in state law and audited each year.
They say the money will be for preschool, but where, when, or if the money is ever spent on preschool, most details are omitted.
Both claims are misleading. The ballot measure does specify how the money would be spent each year through 2028, and you should know none of it will go to preschool in the first 2 years. But by 2023, most of it is allocated to a program that helps low-income families afford preschool. However, the funding is not guaranteed. Proposition EE is statutory. Lawmakers change statutes all the time. While voters must approve the tax increase, the legislature decides how to spend the tax dollars. Elected officials usually feel pressure to follow the will of the people, but they don't have to in this case. And much of it will depend on the economy. Bottom line, Proposition EE does tax vaping and eventually directs the tax dollars to preschool for low-income kids. It also raises the tobacco tax, which impacts low-income adults who make up the majority of smokers. If it passes, the taxes are guaranteed. The money for preschool is not. I'm Shaun Boyd. That's Reality Check.
All right, Shaun, thank you. There will be no public church